truth for YouTube. Your favorite commentator's favorite commentator. Yeah! What's up, people? What's happening? Make sure you go check out my last video, Twitter, my review. It'll be down in the video response section. If you missed it, go check it out. Trust me. Go check it out. Now, Life Behind Bars, Part 24. Life Behind Bars, Part 24 is here. Now, continuing where I left off, right? So I told y'all I went up to the projects and everybody standing out there with guns, you know what I mean, in the abandoned car in the trunk. So I'm like, what's going on? So, they tell me what's going on. They like, yo, my homie did some nut shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, what happened? They like, yeah, did he tell you? I'm like, yeah, he called me, told me how, he had them things or whatever. They like, yeah, but did he tell you how he got them? I'm like, no, what happened? How he got them? So they tell me. Now, this is what happened. My homie was with one of his childhood homies that he grew up with from around his old way down Diamond Street. You feel what I'm saying? His childhood homie was getting that paper. You know what I mean? Of course, he had, bricks. So he was chilling with his childhood homie. Now his homie was gonna put him on. Was gonna put my homie on. You know what I mean? Was gonna give him some work and put him on. So my homie was chilling with him all day long. Like they was chilling all day, chilling, blowing tree, just hanging out or whatever. So when nighttime came around, they was riding around. For whatever reason, they riding around. He got the 2 bricks in the trunk, right? Now, when my childhood homie, pulled over to a corner store to go into the store to get some Dutchess, my homie jumps in the driver's seat and pull the fuck off. Pull off somewhere around the block, get out, take the bricks out the car, and bounce. It was like, what the fuck were you thinking? Why the fuck? First of all, why would you do some nut ass shit to somebody that you grew up with? You feel what I'm saying? To one of your childhood homies that basically you played in the sandbox with. You feel me? Secondly, why would you steal 2 bricks knowing that once they gone, where you gonna get 2 bricks from? You feel me? And plus, his homie was about to put him on. It was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, this shit is stupid. Like, why would you do that? That was some of the dumbest shit ever. Like, ever. So when they tell me that, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Where this nigga at? They like, oh, he on his way to Delaware and shit. Like, he left. He was on his way to Delaware. Now my homie gave his brother some of that work. You know what I mean? His brother also my homie too. You know what I mean? So I'm talking about these is my homies, like my homies. You know what I mean? These my homies. So he gave his brother some of the work. That shit was butter too. That shit was butter. Now, I know some people, why y'all call it butter? Yo, the shit was like the color of butter. That shit was amazing. Like, whoever whipped that shit up was crazy. They whip game was crazy. The shit was butter. You know what I mean? Now, he gave my homie some of that shit. Now, my homie, he showed me, and I'm like, yo. Like, that's the first thing I said when I saw it. Like, yo, look at the color of that shit. Like, you could just tell that shit was some butter. So, the boy that he took the bricks from, he come up there. First, he come up there by himself. You know what I mean? He asked my homie, like, yo, where your brother at, man? I swear to God, when I see him, I'm going to kill him. And all this shit, you know what I mean? So, it's like, his brother like, yo, I don't know where he at. I don't know what the fuck going on. The boy explained to him what happened. This is how we got the story or whatever. Because, my homie ain't tell us exactly what happened. So we actually got the story from the boy. So I was like, yo, what the fuck? That shit was still like mind-boggling. Like, why would he do it? Boy heated. He like, yo, I'm going to come back up here. It ain't going to be no rap, this, that, and the third. So this is why niggas is out there with guns and shit. So after I hear what's going on, I leave. I go back to my house and I grab my joint. I had a 40 cal Smith & Wesson, 11 shots. You know what I mean? I grab my joint, I come back. Now, mind you, I'm on a run. I don't need to be out here with no motherfucking gun. You feel what I'm saying? But still, I'm trying to be out there for them because I don't know what this nigga gonna come back and do. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm out there with them. I don't want to be out there, but I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, boy don't come back that night. You know what I mean? Boy don't come back that day. Now, being though my homie's brother that he gave to work to had that butter, he started popping. Like, he started popping because that shit was like some grade A shit, yo. Like, that shit was like popping. It was to a point where things ain't want nothing nobody else had. They only wanted what my homie had because that shit was like that. Now, that shit popping so much, now my man getting so much money at one time. Like, you know, niggas was already getting money, but it's different when you got butter. Like, it's different when you got the shit that he had. You know what I mean? Anybody that sold crack, y'all know what I'm talking about. So, that shit was coming fast. And I'm talking about he was getting paid. So, he had a Crown Vic. He go pick 22s on the Crown Vic, new stereo system, all this shit, like, hooked the car up on some rapper shit, put TVs all in it. They did all this crazy shit. And this shit happened like in a week. You know what I mean? Now, niggas that's up in the projects know the boy who got his bricks took. You feel what I'm saying? Now word is getting back to him like, yo, I think, you know what I mean, my homie who took the bricks, niggas is telling the boy who bricks got stolen, like, yo, I think his brother got some of that work or something because all of a sudden out of nowhere, he getting all this money, you know, he just tricked his car out, basically just pimped this ride, you know what I mean? So, yo, this shit, it ain't looking right. Like, where all this money coming from out of nowhere all of a sudden? You know what I mean? So, boy come up there that got his shit took. He come up there with two dudes and a girl. Now, I know you're thinking, a girl. No, this ain't no regular girl. This was a fucking, this bitch was, this bitch was a fucking, I mean, maybe she could be bluffing, who knows? But the way she came up there, this bitch a cold killer, like straight up. Yo, the bitch remind me of that bitch that was on The Wire. I forget the bitch name, but this ain't no TV show. This bitch came up there crazy. So he come up there, he holler at my man, he like, yo, what's going on, man? Did he give you some of that shit? All I want from you, if you got it, is my shit back. You know, me and you, we cool. You ain't got nothing to do with this, man. But it seemed like, you know, you got something extra. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, man? Talk to me. You know what I mean? We all standing out there and shit. Now, the bitch, she just like, yo, I'm not trying to hear nothing. Like, just give me the word and I'm about to start laying niggas down. Like, we all looking at each other like, yo, this bitch is crazy. Like, what you think, you the only one that got a gun out here? Like, there's gonna be a couple bodies being laid down out this motherfucker. So, she like, yo, we ain't got no rap. Like, fuck that. Like, fuck that. Just tell me. And I'm start hitting. We like, yo, this shit about to get deep out here. He like, no, chill. We just up here to talk. Whatever like that. So he asking my man this shit. He like, yo, you know, what's up? What's going on? You know, come on, man. Something ain't right. You know, a week ago, you had a regular ass Crown Vic. Now it looked like Exhibit came to your crib and took you to L.A. and pimped your ride. Like, what's going on? You feel what I'm saying? He ain't say that, but you know, that's how it's looking. But he was like, damn, a week ago, you know, your car wasn't looking like that. Like, you ain't, like, what's going on with all this money coming from? I mean, you got Louis on your feet, Gucci's on your feet, you know what I mean? Gucci this, Gucci down to the socks. Like, what's up? Like, come on, dog. Like, tell me something. So, you know, my man, like, yo, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't got shit, man. You know, I ain't got nothing to do with that. So, boy, like, man, this shit about to get crazy, yo. Like, for real, man. I'm quite sure we ain't trying to turn this neighborhood the fuck out and all that. And, you know, I'm quite sure niggas ain't trying to get shot. I don't want no trouble. I know y'all don't want no trouble. You know, what's up, man? Like, let me know something. So, we standing there. I'm standing there like, yo, this shit is getting crazy. Who knows what this nigga about to do? Or whatever. It's only 4 of them, and it's like fucking 12 of us, or probably more. Because we had like miscellaneous niggas standing out there that was strapped up and all that. Like, niggas ready to shoot. Like, niggas want to test out these guns. You know what I mean? Niggas really want to put this shit to work. So it's like, you know, whatever, man. Like, whatever is whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they left. They got in the car, they left and shit. So boy was like, he'd be back and all that. So we like, all right, man. You know what I mean? Basically, niggas like, yo, next time he come up here, you know, just start shooting. Like, next time they pull up, just start shooting. You already see how the bitch acting. So I'm quite sure if they come up here again, you know, we need to start cutting. But the thing we was trying to find out is who was telling this dude, who was relaying information to him. You know what I mean? Now, it was only a handful of people that actually knew the boy that was up in the project. So it was kind of easy to narrow it down, but we trying to figure out exactly that. We really don't know who. You know what I mean? We can narrow it down to 5 people, you know what I mean? But we don't know exactly who is relaying messages because the boy that got his shit took, he don't live up there. So how would he know my man got 22s and all that shit on his car now and all that? Like, how would he know what my man doing if somebody is up here not watching and, you know, telling him, like, yo, you know, relaying messages? So we trying to figure that shit out, like, yo, who the fuck can we telling them? So, of course, we got it narrowed down to like, I think it was like 4 people that actually knew the boy. You know what I mean? But we still can't, like, say who is telling because it's like, damn, these niggas is cool as shit. The 4 people we narrowed down to, you know, they cool as shit too. So we can't really, you know, say who it is. The only way we're going to find out is if somebody tell us that's close to the bull, they got his shit took, or the bull himself. You know what I mean? Other than that, we don't know. So I leave and shit. My man standing out there, you know, niggas still out there hustling. I go to the crib or whatever. So the next day, I got a job that I'm doing. You know what I mean? Me and my brother, we doing checks. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't even know if I really want to talk about this shit. Anyway, yeah. So, one morning, we up early, you know, to go to work. And, we at the gas station and shit. So, I'm sitting in the truck. My brother had a truck and shit. I'm sitting in the truck. I'm playing on my phone. I had a Sprint Razor at the time. I don't know if y'all had one of those phones, but I had a Sprint Razor. At the time, I'm on a run. Looking at my Sprint Razor, fucking with that John. And we had a gas station, so my brother pumping gas and shit. So these cops ride past in a car, you know, in a cop car. 2 black cops. And I guess they was looking at it. I ain't noticed it. My brother did. He like, yo, look at these 2 cops looking to fuck with somebody and shit. By the time I looked, they was already like going past and shit. I'm like, yeah. Excuse me. I'm like, yeah, they probably looking to fuck with somebody. Fucking assholes or whatever. So I'm finished playing my phone and shit. Brother finished pumping gas. He get in the car. Soon as we go to pull out the gas station, they on the opposite side of the street and they facing us. We like, oh, it's too late. Like, it ain't no pull back up, let me run in the store, none of that. It's too late. We already out in the street by the time we see them. So, like I said, they're on the opposite side of the street. So, when we go past them, they bang the Huey. I'm like, oh, my God. Now, my brother is cool. He's not on a run or nothing. He's on parole, but he's not on a run or anything like that. Me, I'm on a run. I don't need this fucking hassle right now. I don't fucking need this. So, we got a whole bunch of dirty shit in the car that we shouldn't have. No drugs or nothing, but dirty shit. And, so they pull right up behind us. I'm like, oh my God. Pull up behind us, hit the sirens. Now, at this time, I was only out of jail for 6 months. It was like April. It was like the beginning of April of 07. I was out of jail for about 6 months, and it just started to like get warm. You know what I mean? I remember everything I had on was brand new. From the hat to the fucking sneaks. Like, it was one of them sunny ass days that it was just a beautiful day, man. Beautiful. It was a day that you did not want to get locked up on. So, they hit the sirens, pull us over. Get out the car. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to jail. Fuck! I only been on the run for a couple months. I only been on the street. I only been on the run for 2 months. I've been on the street for 6 months. I'm about to go back upstate already. I'm like, this is some bullshit. So they get out the car, come up to the car. 2 black dudes, too. That's what it makes it even worse. 2 black dickheads. He opened up the door. He like, sir, step out of the car. Oh, my God. It's 15 minutes, man. It's 15 minutes. Like behind bars, part 25. Stay tuned. I'll try to have it up as quickly as possible. This your boy Hard 8. I'm out. Deuces.
Yo, before you leave this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, follow the Truth of YouTube on Twitter @Hard8Times.